As far as people not being allowed to sell themselves into slavery, I had an ancestor, the very first ancestor of mine that came to the Americas in 1699, and he sold himself into slavery. He became an indentured servant for 20 years. So that does exist. But anyways, what it sounds like to me, it sounds like you guys want to live in our society, right? Where you enjoy all of the benefits, but then you complain about paying for it. That would be like coming into this place and saying, I like baklava, I like coffee, but those guys don't deserve money for it.
Okay, well, first off, you say our society. And like, well, what really is society? It's nothing but a bunch of individuals. So you're talking about, you're basically correlating the government with society. You're saying that things are good here because of the government, but it's not true at all. Things are good here because of individual freedom and the ability to be productive and have a lot of stuff out there. And the government, for the most part, gets in the way. But when it comes to things like roads and stuff like that, the government has a monopoly on it, and then they force you to pay for it, and no one else is able to operate like that. No, it's like there's two classes of people. The government, who's allowed to break the rules, the other ones aren't allowed to do. Like, most people are not allowed to steal from people. Walmart can't just send you stuff in the mail and demand that you pay for it. The government can, though, and it's like the government has different rights from what any individual has. And so, I'm sure even the Democratic Socialists here, they talked about monopoly. And if you're against monopoly, I'm against monopoly. Why are you for a government monopoly in roads? Why are you for a government monopoly in police protection and judicial services?
Let me add something to that also. I mean, it kills me how you can't see a difference in me coming in and voluntarily buying your baklava and then the difference in you stealing money and shoving your baklava down my throat. That's two completely different things. And I'm sorry that you blur those lines, which I'll go back to the initial premise of this whole argument. Either you own yourself, either you have choice, the choice to buy your baklava, or you don't. Or you get the baklava and everything else that comes with it. There is a difference. There's a difference in legitimacy.
Well,
as quickly as you can, Vernon, please.
The whole concept of private property is antithetical to anarchy, because society has to come together. They have to say what private property is. There needs to be an agreement, and then we have to come together and we have to enforce that with violence. And coercion is a part of any system.
What's the question, Vernon?
Yeah, I mean, I just
you're just commenting on there.
It's a point, and I would like a response to it.
Okay.
Without a question, you want a response to the point?
Are you willing to do that?
I could go back through my 7-minute opening where I established the fact that people own themselves, and since they do own themselves, that they own their labor, and since they own themselves and their labor, property is just an extension. So I don't have to prove anything that society has to accept.
No, we can't go back and forth. I'm sorry, we don't have the time.
So I mean, I've established that, and I've established it objectively. Now, because you have a subjective opinion about it that you're trying to pass off as objective reality, it is false. I have established an objective reality of property rights.
Okay, thank you.
Next question.
Next question.